Hi guys, welcome to Cinnamon Reviews here on YouTube and on Instagram. And as you can see, I have a Christmas sweater on. And why? Because I have my Caramel Sundays Christmas haul for October of 2025. I am super excited. So I have a few candles that I already opened because I purchased these from Saltbox Lane. These are one of my favorite videos to make, mainly because I get to sniff the candles that I purchased and I blind bought. So we'll go over the two fragrances that I did purchase. So I did purchase two from Saltbox Lane. I wanted to get more. I wanted to get my 4 wicks, but I wasn't able to because everything got sold out so quickly. But let's start with my first 2 wick that I got from Saltbox Lane for my personal first Caramel Sundays Christmas restock. So I'm super excited because now they have the fragrance notes on the label. So I'm not sure if they have all of it or just the main notes on here, but I'm just going to not have my iPad here and I'm just going to go over the fragrance notes that are on the vessel. So let's go over this first one that I got from Saltbox Lane, which is Hansel and Gretel. So we have fragrance notes of sticky buns, molasses, vanilla frosting, chestnuts, ginger butter, and nutmeg. So again, I already sniffed these, but I'm just sniffing them again for the camera. Okay, so this is, I don't know what monkey bread smells like, so I wouldn't really be able to tell you if it smells like monkey bread. But again, I get a bready note, and that's obviously the sticky buns. And then I get frosting, and then I get a nuttiness from the chestnut, but this is such a good gourmand. I wish they would have had this in the 40 ounce because I probably would have purchased this in the 40 ounce, but I'm so lucky that I didn't because next restock they have something called Holiday Sweets, which I feel like is going to be very similar to this, but with an added pine note. So that's the first one that I got. And then the second one that I got, you're going to see that I love this one, and I actually got a backup of it in a 2 wick, and that one is Salty Santa. So we have fragrance notes of honey butter, butter pecan cream, cashmere, roasted pine cone, and vanilla sandalwood. So a lot of people that have posted about this candle, I think Drew did and McKenna over at The Joyful Candle, they don't get the pine note. I personally do because I am very sensitive to pine fragrances and Christmas tree fragrances. But yeah, I get like, this is a very sweet gourmand, but you get a little hint of perfuminess from that cashmere. But again, I get a hint, just like I'll say 2% of that pine cone in the background, and I can guarantee you it's going to come out more while burning. But this is such a well done gourmand. It smells so expensive, that's why I had to get a backup in a 2 wick, and I'll probably burn the 2 wick first to see if I need a backup of a 40 ounce because they have this for the next restock in November. But yep, this one is so good. This is a very nice gourmand. If you purchase pumpkin cashmere, supposedly they have the same base. So if you did purchase that one, let me know how similar they are. So now let's go on to the package that did arrive today from Caramel Sundays. I hope everything was handled with care like you see in the box. I ordered 5 4 wicks and 3 2 wicks, so we have a lot to get through. And then I also got some of their new moisturizing beef tallow cream, which I'm super excited about because I love a good moisturizer. And then of course my dog right here, Noodle, is trying to get those corn peanut things that are there to protect the package. So again, right here is the packing slip. I made 3 separate orders. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 separate orders. No, Noodle, you cannot eat the peanuts. Okay, so let's just start with the 2 wicks. So I'm so happy that they label these here. Now, so let's start with truffle butter cookie. I always get confused if it's truffle cookie butter, truffle butter cookie. If this smells like Biscoff cookie butter, I'm gonna be so upset that I didn't get this in the 40 ounce. So let's go through and open this. Okay, so we have truffle butter cookie. So we have fragrance notes of brown sugar, maple, cookie butter, and butterscotch. So I don't think they have all the fragrance notes on here, which I'm perfectly fine with, just as long as I can tell you some fragrance notes and what this candle smells like. So this is my first impression. Those 2 weren't because I got them from Saltbox Lane, but these are my first impression sniffs for these candles that just arrived, and they're not that melty at all. So, okay, What am I getting? So this definitely reminds me of Halloween Town from Caramel Sundays. But I'm not sure what else I'm getting. I get a very faint hint of maple and that brown sugar. So I'm getting like a caramelized vibe from this. I know that Katie, over at Katie's Joyful Life, I think. Yeah, she said that, I know that's Katie, but I'm not sure. I always get confused with the handles because there's so many candle creators. But she said this does transform while burning. So it's not my favorite right now, but I know that this will transform. And look at the color difference between these two. Like this is more yellow and this is more white cream. So you can tell that the butterscotch fragrance oil does that to the candles, because I think the Halloween Town was the same. So I'm going to start organizing these from least to greatest already, and we're gonna go over it at the very end. So some of these fragrances will be back in the restock for November. Okay, right here we have Salty Santa. I wanna see if there's a difference in smell, because I know that a lot of people with apple truffle, they detected a difference. So I just wanna see, just out of curiosity, to see if there's a difference. But again, I already have this in there for wick, so let's see. And then of course you have right there, Salty Santa. And this is in their 2-wick, 22-ounce vessel. So this is the only one that didn't have the fragrance notes because they barely decided to do that last minute. Noodle, you can't get the popcorn thingies. Okay, so let's smell this. Oh wow, I actually can smell a difference between this one and that one. Here you can detect the Pinecone more. If you get Salty Santa, please let me know if you can detect the Pinecone, because maybe I'm just crazy and maybe again I'm just sensitive to Pinecone fragrances, but I can smell the Pinecone more here than there. But overall they smell very, very similar. I think the Pinecone note, because this is a little bit warm, like it's just very soft to touch, but not like mushy. Yeah, I think this one is definitely going to make the roasted Pinecone note. Yeah, the roasted Pinecone note is going to definitely come out while burning. So I hope nobody thinks I'm crazy, but they smell very, very similar. Let me just put this here without dropping anything. Yeah, they smell very similar. I just detect more of the Pinecone note here. So when I do my ranking, this is just going to be one candle. So just letting you know right now, that's in first place. So that's the one to beat. Let's go over to, I think I got one more 2-wick, if I can find it here. Okay, right here. I got Charlie Brown Christmas. So this was a last minute decision. I honestly don't think I've ever had a like peanut-y candle ever. I've never had like Bath & Body Works peanut brittle or anything like that. But I needed to get this because of the cranberry note. Caramel Sundays does a fantastic job with their cranberry. And of course, because of the label. So we have Charlie Brown Christmas. Nutty Little Christmas is also the name. So we have fragrance notes of no noodle, warm candied peanuts, cranberry brittle, and woody vanilla. So I love Caramel Sundays woody vanilla. I'm pretty sure it's the same one that is in their Bananas Fosters. So I'm hoping that I get that same woody vanilla. So let's take a whiff. Oh wow, this smells strange, but not in a bad way. This is such a unique fragrance. So I'm getting a hint of cranberry, but then, and this is probably the most warm out of all of the ones that just arrived in this package. Okay, I don't know I can't explain what I'm smelling. I'm getting a sweetness from the cranberry, but I'm not sure if I'm getting like a boiled peanut or... Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm sniffing. It's definitely not my favorite, but I'm glad that I tried it, and I feel like these are all of these fragrances, especially gourmands, transform while burning. So I don't know how I feel about that one. And of course, you know, this is nothing for Caramel Sundays. It's just you like what you like, and you don't like what you don't like. So that is all of the 2-wick vessels that I got. And now, oh, nothing happened. So let's go over the grass-fed tallow moisturizer right here. So right here. I am super excited about this. They recently released this beef tallow moisturizer, and I love a good moisturizer. So it's tallow moisturizer, grass-fed and finished, 100% grass-fed and finished beef tallow, jojoba oil, and then free fragrance oil, and this is in the fragrance salted marshmallow. So it says our skin is our biggest organ, so what you are putting on it should be the #1 concern. It says apply to your skin as needed. So this is kind of oily from like the oils that I've touched. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to open this. Okay, yes. Okay, so right here, sorry I didn't show you the vessel. Sorry, my dog's hair is everywhere. Right here. And Sierra said a little goes a long way. Oh my gosh, look at this texture. It's like whipped butter. Oh my gosh, and the fragrance, I'm just gonna get some from right here. Oh, this is very nice. Yep, it smells like a good marshmallow vanilla fragrance. Yep, I'm very excited to start using that. I like to use good moisturizers on my face and then on my arms, so yep, this smells very good. I feel like this smells like one of their, very similar to Bakery on Main. That's probably because of that vanilla note there. So this was just an extra. This is not a candle, but I'm very glad to support a small business and their skincare. So wow, that smells good. I'm going to wipe my hands on my jeans now because I don't want to accidentally drop anything. So let's go to our next candle. So we got Santa's house. So I'm scared for this one. I don't know if I should save this one for last, but I saw Drew's video and this I think was his least favorite because he smelled the pine, and I am not a lover of pine fragrances. So we'll see how I like this fragrance. And again, there's always going to be certain fragrance notes that you personally don't like. I personally don't like Christmas tree fragrances, pure Christmas tree fragrances. And of course, always well packaged caramel sundaes with their packages. So trying to let this not break. I might have to edit all these emptying the boxes part in the video. So let's move on to Santa's house. I should not have broken the box, but it's fine. Ooh, so Santa's house. Let me show you Santa's house. We have fragrance notes of sugar cookies, Christmas tree, and cupcakes. Okay. I know this is going to transform while burning, but I can totally detect a lot of that pine note. Noodle. Yeah, I can detect pine, and again, usually like vanilla and cookie notes come out while burning. But I don't hate it. I can just really detect that pine note. So let's see, where am I going to put this? Might put it here. Okay, so let's move on. So that was Santa's house. Again, I am not a lover of pine notes. So let's move on to something that I'm super excited about, which is Kringle's Cupcake. I love a good peppermint fragrance. I know next month they're releasing something called Candy Cane Cookies. That one has me intrigued. So we'll see how I like Caramel Sundaes Peppermint. So this is, again, my first restock holiday, Christmas holiday restock with Caramel Sundaes. So I'm super excited. My experience so far this year with Caramel Sundaes has been amazing. I think I started shopping with them in March or February, one of those 2 months. And honestly, best decision ever. They just have good quality candles. I'm sorry if you see me pushing something, that's because I'm pushing my dog away. They have good quality candles. Everything is, safe for your home. I'm trying to transition to soy wax, and they're making it super easy for that transition. I'm actually not missing Bath and Body Works. I mean, I buy a few here and there, but not as much as I used to anyway. So let's go to this next fragrance. Oh wow. Kringle's Cupcake. So we have fragrance notes of sweet peppermint, vanilla buttercream covered cupcakes. I already smell this, and this smells fantastic. Oh my gosh. Yep. This is like, I need 20 of these. I wish I would have gotten like, I don't know if they had, no, I don't think they had this in a 2-wick. Yep, you get that peppermint, and it's not like clearing my nostrils, but you can detect it. It's like a sweeter peppermint, not like a cool peppermint. But then you get that vanilla frosting and a cupcake note. This is so good. Wow, I am really enjoying that one. This one is very good. And again, I feel like I'm not even going to compare this to anything from Bath & Body Works, because I don't think Bath & Body Works carries something that's super creamy and pepperminty that has a cupcake note to it. Yep, I really enjoy that one. I'm very glad that I got that one. That one was on my iffy list. So I have 3 more candles for you guys. Let's see what is next. Okay, toasted pinecone. I'm so nervous for this one. Again, I'm very sensitive to tree fragrances, pinecone fragrances, anything like that. So we'll see how I like this. So I know that this probably won't be high on my list. I have a feeling that this will not be high on my list. But we'll see, maybe it'll surprise me. Noodle, you can't have any of these. Noodle's trying to get the boxes. You can't, Noodle. Where's your ball? Go get your ball, Noodle. He's obsessed with his ball. Like he wakes up in the morning and he just grabs his like toy balls. Like he's just obsessed with them. Okay. Okay, I'm not smelling anything super strong yet, so this is toasted pinecone, aka Sierra explains this as Dad's Fresh Cut Fraser's sexier older brother. Noodle, you can't have anything, Noodle. Okay, so we have here toasted pinecone. I'm hoping that this is actually like centering to the labels. So we have fragrance notes of pine, vanilla, sandalwood, crisp outdoors, and ozone. Noodle, no. Okay, what am I smelling? Yep, I just needed to put it a little bit closer. So for some reason, this is not, I don't hate it, but I don't like it. So I'm trying to figure out where on my place. Noodle, go get your ball, Noodle. Go get your ball, please. Bye-bye. Honestly, it's very light to me on cold, and I know that's not the case because a lot of people say that this is strong. But I'm not even getting like a pine or vanilla. This is like, okay, I'm getting vanilla. I get a creaminess of something, but I don't get like a pine note. Again, probably while burning. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this, but we'll put it right here. Again, that seems very interesting, but again, there's some fragrances that you can't really like pinpoint what they are when they're not burning. So we'll see how I feel about that. So I have 2 more candles. Noodle's being a very bad boy right here. He's trying to get the boxes. That's what he likes. He likes to eat the boxes. I guess he's obsessed with boxes and not balls now. Go, Noodle. Where's your ball? Guys, of course, my dogs don't know how to behave, and they moved the tripod. They unplugged everything. So if you see a cut and everything is positioned differently, that's because I had to cut stuff out. I had to re-record. So anyways, I'm going to go to Woodland Apple, and I'm saving Perfect Christmas for last. So I'm surprisingly liking a lot of these, considering that I don't like Christmas fragrances. So, and of course, there's still the delivery guy outside, and my dogs are gonna go crazy all over again. But it's fine. Wow, this one is a strong one. I can detect it. I can detect it from right here. I'm regretting not getting 2 of these. Wow, this one is a very strong one. Yep. So this one is, and this one is probably the most sweaty out of all of them, Woodland Apple. I love a good apple fragrance any time of the year, so, yep, oh my gosh. I can actually detect, so, sorry, the fragrance notes are warm apples, balsam fir, pine cone, and woody vanilla. So I get that warm apple right away, and it's like a very crisp apple, but then it's kind of toned down by the balsam and the pine cone. Yeah, this is very good. I'm very glad that I got this. I don't even know where to put this. Okay, I'm going to put it over here. This is a very good fragrance. I feel like I'm gonna start burning the non-Christmas ones, like that one right now. Not right now because I still have fall, but like that one early November. That is a very good fragrance. I regret not getting 2 of them. So let's go to the last one. And this one, Drew put as one of his top ones. So I'm very excited about this one. This was not even on my list to begin with because I went to go to Bath and Body Works and I sniffed the Perfect Christmas and it was okay, but I messaged Sierra and she said don't even worry about it, like it's not the same. So let's smell and detect what's in this fragrance. Okay, this one is very strong. This one and Woodland Apple have been the strongest ones so far. Oh my gosh, Perfect Christmas. So we have fragrance notes of pine needles, sweet cinnamon sugar, roasted marshmallow, and caramel. Oh my gosh, Andrew, you were right. This is such an amazing fragrance, and Sierra, you did not do me wrong. I am loving this fragrance. You cannot even detect the pine, and that's what I love about this. So you get that marshmallow note, which I hope is the same marshmallow note that's going to be in the mahogany marshmallow that they're releasing next month. But then you get that cinnamon sugar, you get the cinnamon sugar, and you get the marshmallow. I don't get any caramel, so if you're worried about the caramel note, because I think they might be releasing this next month, if you're worried about the caramel note, don't even worry about that, but you're getting a good marshmallow note, cinnamon sugar, and a very faint hint of pine needles, just like in which candle? I have so many candles. Probably, it's just, for me, it's the same like Salty Santa. Like I can detect it very faintly in the background. Wow. I think Drew and I have very similar tastes when it comes to gourmands. Not to like non-gourmands, like perfumey fragrances, but in terms of gourmands, I think we really like enjoy the same thing. So honestly, guys, I'm so glad that I purchased certain fragrances, and I thought others were going to be my favorite and they weren't. But I do not regret any of my fragrances. All of these are very good. I'm super excited to get burning them. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fragrances. So I got 10 candles this last restock with the beef tallow moisturizer. So I think they still have this in stock. You can already tell just by the texture of this that this is going to be like, oh my gosh, very moisturizing for your skin. So if this is a good moisturizer, and you know, a beef tallow is like awesome for your skin. I know people say it makes you look younger, but whatever. But this is going to be a very good product for just the winter in general and all year round for good moisturizing. Okay, so let's get to my ranking, and I'm gonna go backwards. So my least favorite, and I don't think this is going to be a surprise, is the Charlie Brown Christmas. I probably could have done without this, but I do like the cranberry note that's in here because I can detect the cranberry note, but there's just something just strange. And maybe it's that peanut, but again, a caramelized brittle peanut will come out while burning, so I'm hoping that this does transform while burning. So that is my last place. So did I say 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 fragrances, but I have 10 candles because of the, so that's in, because of the Salty Santa extra one. So that's in last place. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is in 8th place, and I'm putting Toasted Pinecone. I think I will enjoy this, but I feel like maybe it's just too hot for me right now to even think about burning this. It's like very crisp, fresh outdoors, not like a Christmas tree at all. But you can see how it kind of resembles a pine cone now that I'm sniffing it again. Yep. Again, I don't hate it, but I'm gonna have to burn it to see if I like it. Okay, this one I'm very surprised that I didn't like. I thought this was going to be in my top 3 at least. So this is my 7th place, which is Santa's House. I'm just getting way too much of that Christmas tree note, and it's funny because Caramel Sundays did not release this fragrance in their November restock and people were going crazy. So they listened to their customers like amazing business people do. Well, they should do, because Caramel Sundays is awesome and other businesses don't listen to their customers. But they were like, okay, you know what? Because of popular demand, we're gonna bring this back. So maybe while burning it will change, but right now I'm getting way too much Christmas tree for me. But then I am getting like a vanilla now. Like it's like here and there, like certain parts, certain times you smell this, certain times you smell something else. So I don't hate it. And I do like this better than the toasted pine cone. Okay. So then, 1, 2, 3, 4. In 6th place, so 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 6th place, we have the truffle butter cookie. Of course, Noodle keeps messing this up, so I might cut that out, I might not. So, truffle butter cookie. I am getting like a cookie note here, but it's not necessarily smelling like cookie butter, but I know this will change while burning. So yeah. So then, let's go to my 5th place, which is Hansel and Gretel. This is just a good cinnamon bready fragrance, and you get a little bit of the nuttiness from the chestnut. So I'm glad that I picked that one up. And all of these next fragrances are like, I need to purchase backups as soon as I can, but some of these fragrances are not going to be available. You know what? I'm going to change the ranking. No. Okay. These two are tied. I can interchange these. I would buy backups of all of these ones that I'm going to talk about, but these two, I just can't pinpoint which one I like more. So these are in tie for 3rd place. So you can interchange 3rd for 4th, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to just go with first Woodland Apple. I love an apple fragrance all year, like I was saying. And this is a good mixture of like a pine cone, which I usually don't like, but you get a lot of that sweetness from the apple. And this is a very strong one. And then the one that's very close to it, like you could switch these two, is the Kringle Cupcakes, which I'm honestly very surprised because, again, I really, really do enjoy peppermint, but I never had like a cupcake peppermint fragrance. Ugh, and the peppermint here is so good. It's not like a bitter, like peppermint that clears your nostrils. It's like one of those sweet circle peppermints, like the sweet ones, not like cool peppermint, like sweet peppermint. And then you get that vanilla buttercream. Oh my God, so good. Okay. In 2nd place, and I'm very surprised, both of these are amazing fragrances. Like I would purchase 10,000 of these. So I'm going to put Salty Santa in 2nd. I'm actually so surprised that this is in 2nd place. But this is just such a beautiful gourmand. Like I love this. I love the butter pecan. I like the cashmere. It's not like suede cashmere. Then I get that vanilla sandalwood. Like this is such a well done fragrance. So well. I'm so glad that I got a backup of this. Oh my God, so good. So then my final one, which wasn't even going to be on my list. So thank you so much to Sierra for telling me to get this fragrance, because as you can see, it's number 1, and that is the Perfect Christmas. This is not even comparable to Bath and Body Works. Oh my gosh. It is so good. You can't even detect the pine. You get cinnamon, sugar, marshmallow, a hint of pine. You can detect it, but very faintly. And I'm not a Christmas tree fragrance type of person. Oh my gosh. I need like 20 of those. Again, I have to check the restock list. If they have that again, I'm definitely repurchasing that because that is a very good fragrance. Yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comment box below if you purchase any of these fragrances, which one are your favorite, if you have a top 2. Let me know if you detect the Pinecone and Salty Santa, because again, I'm detecting it, and the 2-wick I detect it more. So let me know, and thank you again, Caramel Sundays, for having amazing fragrances, and not even like I'm not even thinking about, oh my God, I'm going to miss Bath and Body Works Christmas fragrances or whatever. Like you guys have everything and more that are in your lineup, and you have amazing fragrances. They're perfectly clean. They throw, which some people say they don't, but they throw. So awesome. I'm so glad for these fragrances. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit a like, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye.